Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle. I'm a dietitian from National Cancer Society Malaysia. So today I'm going to busting the cancer nutrition myth with the topic of fish. Yeah. So when I spoke about the fish, right? May I know what do you guys think about fish? What is the first thing that came into your mind when I say about the fish? Okay, this word. Okay. Anyone want to say? Okay, so when I say about fish, we have, okay, my mind straight come to, okay, we have deep sea fish. Okay, next we have freshwater fish. Okay, next we have the saltwater fish. Okay, and then when we speaking about fish, okay, for sure we do have the omega-3 fatty acid. Okay, and then, okay, some fish, for example, like the eel, people will use it as a traditional medicine. Okay, and then of course for fish we have fish without skill and fish with skill. Okay, so speaking about the fish with skill and without skill, right? So I would like to ask, what is your guys in your mind when I say about this fish with skill or without skill and cancer? Because I do receive a lot of questions like from my patient. They say that, okay, I got cancer, and then I cannot eat fish with skill. I cannot eat fish uh, without skill. Then I ask them why. Then they all like, I don't know. People just say that, so I just follow. So this bring. So I would like to ask, okay, so what is your opinion about the fish with skill and without skill, and also the cancer? Anyone to share? Okay. So this is what I think lah. Okay. So the reason why they say, okay, if you got cancer, you must eat fish with skill because of the skill. Okay. Oh, fish got skill, isn't it? Okay. So I will talk about that later. Okay. I will show you the slide later on. So for fish with skill, like that's my opinion, because when I ask them, they all cannot give me an answer. Okay, why they cannot eat this? They just say that, oh, because someone said this, so they just follow. So my perspective was maybe because I fish with the skill, right? They have one kind of like protection. So if anything got any virus or anything they come to attack, at least they have the skill to protect themselves. So they have to eat the fish with skill because they think that the fish with skill is considered clean. Okay. So next, moving forward, this next slide. Okay. So tada! So this is the slide, okay, that we show the example of fish with skill. So for example, ikan merah, okay, the ikan sakap, ikan jenaha, ikan bawah hitam, and then ikan tilapia, and then ikan kerapu, and then salmon, ikan selai, and etc. Okay, so all these type of fish is the fish with skill. Okay, so next. Okay, so for the fish without skill, we have ikan pati, ikan baong, ikan keli, okay, ikan belut, which is the eel, okay, and then ikan tenggiri, and then ikan tuna, ikan pari, and ikan tapa. Yeah, all these type of fish are considered fish without skill. Okay, next. Okay, so this brings us back to our topic today, which is, okay, can cancer patient eat fish without skill? Okay, so the answer is yes. Okay, cancer patient can generally eat the fish without the skill, and there is no specific evidence show that cancer patient should avoid fish with skills. Okay, so next. So, in fact, okay, fish is a good source of high quality protein. It is generally low in saturated fat as compared to the other animal protein sources, such as the red meat. Okay, so Okay, so other than that, like I mentioned in the first slide, okay, fish, it do contain the omega-3 fatty as well. So omega-3 fatty acid have been shown to possess the anti-inflammatory properties by reducing the body inflammation, and then can improve the appetite and also the body weight during the cancer treatment. Okay, study also have found that it can help to reduce the risk of getting the cancer such as the breast cancer and prostate cancer. So therefore, okay, it is recommended to consume one serving of the fish, okay, which is considered one medium size of the fish. Okay, next. Okay, which is considered one serving size of the fish. Okay, you can see at the picture shown at the right hand side here. So one serving is considered 80 gram or one palm size. Yeah, consider one palm size. So this is considered one serving of the fish. So it's recommended to consume one serving of the fish per day. Okay, next. Okay, so how about this? The salted fish and also the canned fish. Do you think, okay, so is salted fish beneficial for all of us? Anyone want to answer? Okay, so actually salted fish is not good for us, as studies have shown that high intake of the salted fish can increase the risk of developing nasopharyngeal cancer. Okay, so actually this is due to the production of the nitrosamine. So it actually is a harmful substance. Okay, so during the the production of the nitrosamine during the sorting and fermentation process, it will promote the growth of the abnormal cell in our body, so which then it can lead to cancer. So how about the canned fish? Can we take canned fish? Okay, so no. Okay, so I would say actually for canned fish, right? Actually, it depends because we have to look at the nutrition level. So, for example, you can see here, if less than 0.12 gram per 100 gram is considered low sodium, I would say is fine. You can take it because sometimes people are very busy with their working, and they don't have time to prepare their food, and actually it's quite convenient to just take one canned fish to as their protein for their meal in a day. Okay, so how do you know that whether it's considered low sodium or high sodium for your product? Okay, next. Yeah, so actually you can look at the labeling here. Okay, we can look at the last row, which is the sodium. Okay, last sodium, and then after that we look at the column, which is the per 100 gram. So in this case, right? Okay, in this case, for this tuna can, it consists of 74 mg of the sodium. So if we convert it to the gram, it will be 0.07 gram. So it's considered less than 0.12 gram of the sodium. So we can say that for this product, it has low sodium content. So actually we can take this product. Okay, and then last but not least, kindly remember that it's important to limit the intake of the preserved food. Okay, next. So with that, okay, thank you. That's it for me today. Okay, so stay tuned for our next topic, which will be talking about the rice. Okay, so now I'm welcome for all the questions. Okay, so how do I look at the? Oh, okay. Some people say fish without skill. Okay, so now uh, I okay. So for sutio, right? Okay, for all fishes got skill, isn't it? Okay, I have remember that the previous slide that I've showed with you just now. Okay, so actually for fishes we do have two types. One is with the skill, one is without the skill. Yeah. Okay, so from Abdul Azim Roslan, you asked about how about udang, sotong, and ketam. Okay, do you mind to elaborate your question so that I can know what are you going to ask? Okay, next is some people say fish without skill high in omega-6 not good. Is it true? Okay, I would say that most of the fish, yeah, they contain the omega-3. But regarding the omega-6, right, usually you can find the omega-6 from the cooking oil instead of the fish. Fish, they only contain the omega-3, just a different type of the fish. They have different level of the omega-3. Okay. Eh, is it safe to consume other seafood like prawns, crabs, and squid? Okay, you mean like during the cancer treatment? Okay, so if let's say it's like during the cancer treatment, I would say yes, you can take it because like seafood, like the prawns, crabs, and squid, they are also considered protein sources. But one thing you have to make sure that the prawns and crabs and squid that you bought must be in fresh because like during the cancer treatment, right, people tend to have a low immune system. So we're afraid that if the seafood that you bought is not fresh, they might increase the risk of infection. Yeah, so actually you can take it, but you have to make sure that uh, the one that you bought is in fresh one and you have to cook it properly. Okay. Oh my god, why is this suitable to? Okay, for Joy Pond, uh you mean do you mean like okay, so for other people, okay, instead of eating the fish, you are more encouraging he or she to take omega oil, omega-3 oil, is it what you mean by? For okay, from my perspective of view, I would still recommend that it is best to take the it is best to take the original food source, such as if you want to get the omega-3, you can get it from the fish instead of the supplement. Okay, because when you are taking the original food source like the fish, you do receive other nutrients like that the fish that it contain itself instead of just a supplement, just the one omega-3 only. Okay, hope I answer your question. Is there any specific recommended fish for cancer patients? People told me not to take deep sea fish. Okay, so for this question, I would say that actually there is no specific recommended fish for cancer patient. Okay, because like every fish they are considered the protein sources and they have the omega-3, and then they are also low saturated fat as compared to other protein sources. Actually, you can just take whatever you like. Okay. Is fish from freshwater good? Okay, I would say that there is no such thing saying that okay, fish from freshwater is good. Fish from from deep sea water is good. In fact, every type of fish is good for us. Okay, hope I answer your question. Is Is there any specific type of fishes we should avoid taking? No, actually, there's no such thing. We should take variety of the fish, and also depends on your preference. Yeah, if you more prefer to eat, for example, ikan selah, you can just take whatever you want. Okay, but please do make sure that remember to take one serving of the fish in a day. So one serving means how much? 80 grams of the fish or 1 pound size of the fish in a day. Okay. People say fish ray is not good. What do you mean by fish ray? Do you mind to elaborate more on your question? What What is your suggestion for the best way to prepare fish? Okay, do you mean by the cooking method? People say fish. People say fish that is kept in the pond. No, so you mean by the fish ray is the fish that is kept in the pond, so it's not good. Do you mean like the freshwater fish? Ah, okay. Okay, so you mean that okay, so the fish there in aquaculture is not good, is it? Okay, so same, I would say that there is no such thing. Okay, in fact, all fish are good for us. Okay, and then regarding the what's your suggestion for the best way to prepare the fish? Do you mean by the cooking method? If yes, if based on the cooking method, I would say you can try whatever cooking method you want, like the baking. Okay, you bake the fish, and then or you steam the fish or stir fry. Okay, but for the deep frying fish, right? Okay, I know a lot of people like deep frying food. I would say you can take it, but you have to limit the intake lah, like maybe once in a week because like oily food, like those deep frying food, is also not good for us. Okay. Fish are fed with pellets and antibiotics and growth hormone. Okay, so for this, right? Okay, if you are mentioning that the fish are fed with the pellets like the antibiotic and growth hormone, so actually we are not so sure that whether is it true that the people really use the pellets like the antibiotic or all these kind of the medication artificial thing to feed the fish. Okay, so but in my opinion, I would still say that it is actually fine to take, but if you are very worried about it, you can just avoid it and then you can take other type of the fish. Okay. Okay, I saw another question. How about cancer patients who are undergoing treatment? Should they only eat steamed fish every day? Okay, so thank you for the question. So I would say that steamed fish, okay, in a generation is considered healthy, right, for everyone. But we have to base on their on their dietary intake as well, because like some people, their body they have a very low BMI, meaning that their body weight is very low, and then it's considered unhealthy. So in this way, right, I would say that steamed fish is not recommended for them to take every day because like for steamed fish, it consists of low calories. In fact, during the treatment, they need high calories. Okay, so steamed fish is not encouraged for them to eat every day. Instead, we have to look through about how their diet, and then we have to assess. Only we can give the recommendation. Okay, hope I answer your question. Okay, so I saw another question. So yeah, what type of deep sea fish? Okay, for deep sea fish, we have salmon, tuna, and then codfish. Okay. Mm. What about fish ball or fish cake? Okay. for fish ball or fish cake, right? Okay, that's a very interesting question. Okay, so for fish ball or fish cake, we cannot guarantee that they are fully made from the 100% from the fish meat, because like all these are considered processed food. When they are doing, they have to add this and add that to make it very very bulat again, and then very how to say very chewy. Yeah, okay. So I would say that if you want to take fish ball or fish cake, right, you can take it like in a small amount, okay, but you cannot make it as your main meal for the protein, because the protein inside we cannot guarantee that is 100% from the fish, from the whole fish. Okay, yeah. Hope I answer your question. Okay, so for cancer patient that just finished chemo, so what are you trying to say? Yeah. Oven baked fish, is it good for cancer patient that just finished chemo? Okay, so I would say it depends. Okay, we have to look through the patient dietary intake, and after that I can give a comment on this. But if let's say, okay, if the patient don't have any don't have any weight issue problem, and then she can eat like normally, actually oven baked fish also good for her as well. But of course she can try he or she can try other cooking methods lah, like the steam fish, stir fry, or any like curry or anything also can. Okay, some of the cancer patients, they have changes in teeth. Can they take minimal amount of salted fish and anchovies? Okay, so to answer this question, I would say that anchovies, if you want to put it like a seasoning, I would say is you can proceed with it, you can take with it. However, for the salted fish, right, because like study do show that it is high risk of increased risk of nasopharyngeal cancer. Okay, but if you, let's say you want to take in the minimum amount as in like half of the fish or anything. But if let's say if it's a very minimal amount, I would say once in a week is fine. Okay. Some cancer patients have to undergo surgery. Is it true that certain fish causes kiloska or delay healings? Okay, so to answer this question, I will say that okay, fish is considered protein sources. So the function of the protein is to help us to recovery faster. So actually, there is no such thing that certain fish will cause the kiloska or delay the healings. In fact, if you want to make your wound healing faster, you should eat more protein. For example, you can get it from the fish. Okay. How about using air fryer to prepare fish? Yes, you can. It's a quite good method as well, because when you do air fryer, right, you tend to use less oil, and at the same time it can give you the crispy texture. Yeah, and then it will increase your appetite to eat. Makes the food makes the fish looks more appetizing. Okay, you can do it. Any more questions? How about fish skin? Can cancer patient take it? Okay, regarding the fish skin, right? Um, are you going to say that? How are you going to prepare it? If let's say if you are trying to make it as a snack, like because like nowadays they is quite famous, right? They make the fish skin and then they add all the seasoning into a snack. I would say you can take it, okay, because like during the cancer treatment, during during the cancer treatment, patient definitely needs high calories and high energy. But of course, we have to look back at the patient's body weight. Only I can give a proper suggestion on this. But if let's say patient body weight is normal BMI, then if he or she have the craving for this, for sure he can take it, because like we can't really restrict cancer patient on eating, because like if we restrict much on their food, right, then they tend to eat less. When they tend to eat less, their body weight will reduce, and then it may affect their treatment process. Okay, so how I answer your question? Is the fish skin is the fish skin more nutritional if it is steamed? Okay, I would say that for the fish skin, it is the same theory like the chicken skin. Actually, all these consider fat lah. Okay, so is no matter you want to steam it or you want to fry it, actually is also consider fat, also consider energy. So you can depends on your preference. You want to fry it or you want to steam it, also can. It's up to you. Okay. Any more question? Oh, thanks, Christina. Okay. Uh, okay. So basically, we'll be doing this bi-weekly. So stay tuned for our next topic. We will be sharing about the rice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some people say salmon not good. Oh, okay. Do you mind to share with? Do you want to elaborate your question? So as for SYKC. Okay, so next question is Yi Wei Qi. So you asked about, okay, can cancer patient can eat chicken and pork? Okay, uh, yes, cancer patient they can eat chicken and pork because both these consider protein sources. However, for speaking about pork, right, is red meat. Okay, so because like for red meat study did prove that, okay, if you consume more than 5 pound size of the red meat in a week, it do increase the risk of colorectal cancer. So usually I would encourage my patient to eat more on the white meat, such as the chicken and also the fish. Okay, so if let's say if let's say if the patient really need to eat the pork, it must be in the circumstance that their red blood cell is considered a bit low. So only during that time, I will encourage them to take the pork. Else, usually I will encourage them to take my meat. Will do. Okay. So some people say salmon not good, okay, because it is toxic. Okay, so I would say that okay, salmon it do contain quite high a number of omega 3. Okay, so especially for cancer patient during their treatment, omega 3 do beneficial for them because it can help to improve their appetite and also improve their body weight, in the sense that if they have appetite issue and also the body weight issue. Okay. Okay, so I hope you will consider sharing topics like sugar intake and red meat for future. Okay, so thanks for the suggestion. We will take down on it. Yeah. Okay. So I think is yeah. So it's almost 9 p.m. right now. Okay, so for furthermore nutrition and diet related inquiries or services, you can always call us at 1-800 okay 88-1000, or you can just leave your comment here, and then maybe we'll issue after that lah. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Okay, thank you everyone for attending this food myth talk. Yeah.